Brighton! Yes, people! It's your boy, Luke's Links of Football for Yes Football Fanatics, the 4th episode and Series 1 of the Luke Links Full Time. This is the show where we talk about the recent Brighton match, and today we are focusing our eyes on the big Brighton versus Leeds. But anyway, let's roll the good old Luke Links Football live stream intro. See you after this. And of course, we are joined by our co-host, Harry. Harry, just how are you feeling today? You know,
yeah,
how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm all good. Not too bad at all. 3 good wins on the bounce recently.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good form. There's not a lot to say, but, you know, we're playing so well. Pascal Gross in the form of his life right now. Even the German national team could come knocking if he continues the form.
Honestly, Manuel Neuer, who is he? Pascal Gross in it. Look, listen, Harry, you're in a different setup again. Love it. You got the little lights going on in the background with a couple of kits. You were in the caravan before. You've been in all sorts of places, haven't you? In this podcast / show sort of thing. But yeah, listen, guys, there's 14 of you out here already. Listen, of course, as I said, we're talking about the big Brighton versus Leeds match today. We will just say quickly, Harry, great win, wasn't it? Forest Green, great win. West Ham away, great win. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit in a time to do a Luke Links full time for that one. But we just say right now that it was a very, very good one. We're very pleased. Are you pleased with those results as well?
100% pleased with those games. Yeah, very,
Dennis
very good.
Undav scoring his first proper goal in a cup as well, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant goal. Yeah, brilliant goal. Yeah. Great finish as well. Yeah,
it really was. So let's just start then. First of all. I just want to say, to start this off, I felt like the Brighton versus Leeds game was very, very similar to the Brighton versus Newcastle game, where we had loads of opportunities. Solly March had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. There was a cross-in from Gross on a free kick, and Webster headed it, should have gone in. There's been a couple of opportunities where we probably should have got a couple of goals. But are you just all-round happy, Harry, that we got the 3 points in the end? Because it was very similar to Newcastle, where we got a lot of opportunities, but didn't happen. But we got one, and it was Gross again. What do you think, Harry?
I think it was a good game. I've got to say it was kind of a 1-goal game. And I think before the actual game, and I think in the interview where I said there, it could be decided by 1 goal. And I think Niv said that as well, didn't he? So, yeah, it's definitely possible. It was a 1-goal game, I think, as everyone thought it was going to be. Because on paper, going into that game, Leeds were in 3rd, we were in 5th. So I think it was bound to be a tight game all the time that was going to be the case. But yeah, Pascal Gross coming up top dollar again and scoring all important goals to get us the 3 points.
He's just mad, isn't he? I mean, he's played... I looked at his statistics, and in his last 7 Brighton Hove Albion matches, he scored 5 out of 7 matches. That is unbelievable. For a midfielder like Gross, you know, Gross, the slow midfielder that we've got, is turning into this absolute machine. Scoring, defending, doing amazing crosses. Webster should have scored that header, shouldn't he? On that cross. What a ball it was from Gross as well. And just all round superb. And of course, we've got to move on to Estepenian, Purvis Estepenian, is it something like that? Estepenian. Look, wow, what a first home debut that man had. That new Ecuadorian Cuckoo replacement. Pretty good. What do you think? Is he as good as Cucurella? You have some statistics, don't you, Harry? I believe with Estepenian. Go for it, mate. What do you have?
Very, very statistically, very similar to Cucurella, and I think out of all of Europe's top 5 leagues last season, he was the most statistically similar player in so many aspects, and I think that was very apparent when we saw him on Saturday. And that's only going by 1 game. So we're going to have to see more games with him, and then I think we'll be able to see more of his attributes and what he can bring to the team. So, and here's some stats just to fill your eyes on with Estepenian. That's 1,575 minutes, 170 progressive passes and carries, 86 tackles and interceptions, 47 open play passes and crosses into opponent's box, 29 out of 53 aerial duels won, and 25 shot creating actions. And then that makes him the most statistically like player to mark Cucurella out of Europe's
Wow.
league season. So it's very, very clever from Brighton's recruitment team there, isn't it?
Unbelievable. I mean, who was it? Was it Graham Potter who had a little bit of say in it? I actually don't know. Or was it just the recruitment team that sort of went for him?
It definitely would be Graham Potter's decision because he's the one that decides what players get.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Guys, obviously, I went to the match, as you can see on your screen here. What a result it was. If you want to go and see that vlog after this live stream, you can. You can see my live reaction on it. We had a great day, full of interviews, full of entertainment. Yeah, no, seriously, what a game. I just want to say as well, like, it's just crazy how well we've done without Cucurella and Basuma. It is unreal. And obviously, Purvis, I'm going to say it by his first name, Purvis, he's been absolutely fantastic. And that first game he played, I thought he was very good at the first half. He made a few mistakes in the second, but honestly, all round for the first home debut match, playing in England, I don't believe he can speak a lot of English, but he's just been unreal. Even at his second game, he played at West Ham, didn't he? He came on at West Ham. Did he start at West Ham or did he come on?
He came on. I wasn't actually really watching that game at all because I was down at Eastport. But I think, I think he came on as a substitute. I think for that game, and then he created a good cross for Solly March and put it over.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now listen, I just want to say again. Listen, I'm not trying to rub it in people's heads here, but again, Solly March. Is anyone believing me now that Solly March just can't shoot for toffee? Or like, do you think, right, personally, listen, I really don't think he should be in the starting 11. Am I wrong in saying that, Harry? What do you think? Should he or should he not? Or Matoma? No, I just think Matoma is a bit better than him. I
think this is where we disagree. I think he should be. I think he definitely has the form to be able to. But if I was you, I'd just give him a bit of a chance because he's. I mean, I know he got put through by Gross on Saturday, and he didn't. He didn't finish that chance that he had, but he tried to lob it over Melia. And looking back for Solly March, that definitely wasn't the right decision.
No.
When he actually got to Melia, he could have taken it round him. He had so much time on his hands there.
He had abundance amount of time. Like I even watched the highlights of it actually, and he was at the halfway line. He got the ball around about the halfway line area, and he's definitely he's got the pace for sure. Like Solly March is definitely a quick player. His shooting's just not there though, is it? Like I think we sort of had that issue with Basuma as well at times, especially at the start. It took a while, like a couple of years, to actually get decent at shooting from long range and shooting at all. I don't know. Is it unlucky? Does it come down to unlucky, or is he not just a goal scorer? Is he just not a goal scorer, Solly March? I don't know. In my opinion, I would rather play Matoma or Enciso even, or even Samiento in that position. In my opinion, I just think Matoma 1-on-1 is fantastic. I do want to come to some comments. There's loads of comments, and I do want to catch up on what people are saying in here. Bruno, good to see you out in the chat, mate. Says, who's hyped for this stream? Well, I hope everybody's hyped for this stream. We also have Fraser out here. Oliver saying he was the kid shouting me at the bank. Yes, I remember. I just finished filming my outro for the vlog of that game. And it was like, seagulls. But good to see you, mate. Oliver, good to see you in the thing, in the chat. After the gamer, hello, mate. Andonis? Is that Andonis? Good to see you. Hola. I believe you're from Ecuador, I'm guessing, anyway, or Spain. Effect Short, good to see you. Gross the Goat, says William. Yeah, honestly, Gross, unbelievable. Pascal Gross Goat says after the gamer, how do I get an interview at the match? Literally DM me on Instagram and I will come back to you as soon as possible, and we can definitely get you on the channel, my good sir. Jimmy says, hi guys, greeting from Ecuador. Hola. Good to see you from Ecuador. We love the Ecuadorians on this channel. Sophia, where's Luca? I don't know where Luca is. I don't know. In my country is noon. What is the time there? What's the time here, Harry? What's the time?
5:07 p.m. to be exact.
Yep, there you go. There is the time here in England. Can I get an interview at the next match? Yes, you can, Riley, mate. Yes, you can. Just give me a DM on Instagram and we can get one sorted. 5 p.m, Jimmy. Yes, 5 p.m. Thanks. Luca, are you doing it or not? 8 points in my FBL from Gross Dub, says Fraser. Who's top of the league, though, says Scars. Yes, mate. Yes, Arsenal are doing fantastically. Guys, I just want to say as well, we already got Garrick waiting in here for a little talk about Brighton. If you want to get on this show today with me and Harry and talk Brighton, then go onto my Instagram and click on the link on my story to join this live stream and be a guest on here. Just to say as well, before you join, we had a little issue with someone before. This is a total family-friendly channel. If anything, if you swear or you do anything inappropriate, then it will be edited out at the end of the stream and posted again. So don't make my life difficult. Just be kind and say good words for the kids in the stream. Potter, a magical manager. How does he manage to play without buying much players? Harry, thoughts? Graham Potter, Potter ball, love it.
What we love doing at Brighton, I think I've always said it and always will say it. We always bring players up that no one's really heard of, and I think this is the case with Caicedo, Estepinian, the new one we've just bought, and we'll make. And in CISO, yeah, maybe. I don't know if he's a bit young, but I think, yeah, I'll definitely. It's on the back of my shirt, so I hope he does well. But no, definitely we'll be able to. I think we'll be able to make them into really good players and maybe good talents, and maybe sell. Well, I hope that we don't sell them on, but yeah, it's very, very possible. But no, I think that we will sell them onto another club. I would think if we do, of course. I hope we don't, but if we do, hopefully we'll get a good amount of money for them, like we did with Mark Cucurella, Basuma, Ben White, and. Matt Clark, because he got sold recently to Middlesbrough as well. Yeah,
I think that was a good decision, actually. Matt Clark going for 2 mil, pretty good. I agree with that. I think it was a good decision. Yeah, what's interesting is I would like people's opinions in the chat right now. Get involved. Do you think Brighton are still missing out on that key striker? Or do you think Welbeck is that man, Trossard is that man, Gross is that man? Harry, your thoughts on that? Do you think we're still missing on that striker? Do you think
I think we are. And as you said, I think there's someone, Jimmy's just put, is it true that we're interested in another Ecuadorian player, Jose Cifuentes?
He's a centre mid, isn't he? I believe, from the MLS?
Yes, I believe so. I think I saw something about him today, so I'm just looking it up on my phone right now. But no, I think we definitely do need another striker. I'll go as far as to say that, just to hold that position of the striker, basically, because we haven't got a full striker yet, I don't think, but there's 3 days of the window left, so it's possible. But no, but I've heard that we're interested in a I don't know if it's a striker, it could be a mid, but it's just come up here. Brighton have reached an agreement with Rosario Central for Facundo Buenote.
Is that the guy from La Liga? La Liga?
Yes. I would say that he's not from La Liga, actually, because it's a team called Rosario Central, which I've never heard of. They sound more Ecuadorian, actually, but I don't know. This is could be another Ecuadorian player, but I don't know.
Could be. We love the Ecuadorians, though. We have so many Ecuadorian fans on this channell that we absolutely love. We've got mixed feelings, actually, on Solly March. We got Solly March's class here by William. And I also see after the game is saying March can't shoot. Then we have LP say Solly cannot shoot. So we have a mixed opinion on Solly March, and it's interesting, really. What do you think, guys? Do you think, also on the striker, do you think we need another striker? Do you think we're desperate for a striker, or do you think we're doing all right without a striker right now, or without a key striker right now, sort of thing? Or do you think Welbeck is all right? But also, do you think Solly March should be a starting player still? I want to see some more Mitoma, says LP. Yeah. Sorry, says Gabe there. Yeah, I agree. Matt says, hi, Luke. Hello, Matt. Good to see you in here. There's loads of comments. There's so many comments. We're going to speed through some of them as we want to get some people on. But I just want to say as well, everybody, the big man, Neil Maupay, has gone to Everton. Wow. I did not expect Neil Maupay to go to as big as a club as Everton. Right move, Harry? Right move for him?
I think so. I think a lot of it. I think it's good that we got rid of him, because I think his attitude in the dressing room wasn't actually up to point and up to scratch at some points. And I think, as I've said to you and I said in the interview, I'll say that again. I think 1 year left on his contract. I've even heard now that we may have got rid of him for 20 million, which is a really, really good deal.
It's not bad. Which
is not bad at all whatsoever. But no, I think if it. At Everton, I think he'll do well. I think basically he'll probably get the most game time at the moment while Dominic Calvert-Lewin's injured. But no, I think overall for us it's a good move, and sometimes it's good to get some of the bad apples out of the dressing room, and I think Maupay was one of them. It's a little bit like when Anthony Knockaert left. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's an interesting one. I think it's hard though, isn't it? I mean, Neil Maupay is done some magical moments on this on this channel, I guess you could say, but also in our football club, most importantly. And I think it's a shame that we're not going to have that. I can't say it because it will be swearing, but that house sort of person. So who is very. I thought he was quite loyal though, because he was so aggressive to other sides, and he was, making faces at the Crystal Palace people and pointing at them when he scored that last minute equaliser against Palace. I think he was quite loyal in that sense, because to be that house person and go against other teams like that and celebrate in front of them and shush them and do all that kind of stuff, I think that goes to show that you're quite a loyal person to your club. Otherwise you wouldn't really be doing that. I think the more I do agree with a certain amount of showboating and a certain amount of confidence when a player is in your team, but I think you can go a little bit too much sometimes, and I thought Maupay's mental health got to him a bit too much, and I think his mind, he's quite an active person, and whatever he thinks, he's going to be in that mood. If he's happy, he's really happy. If he's not happy, he's really not happy, so that's the problem with him. He's very mixed. He's very, very, very mixed. But yeah, look, well, I was happy, and what I said at the start when I first heard that Neil Maupay was going, as I said, if Neil Maupay is going to go, then please can we replace him with a striker? But because we haven't replaced him at the moment, I've been a little bit on edge. I do think we should be buying another striker, because I still think that if Welbeck gets injured or something happens, Undav at the moment hasn't even had a game. Do you think, Harry, this is a good one. Do you think that Undav should have gotten some minutes in the Leeds game, even though he got a goal and played the whole game in the Forest Green game?
I think that Forest Green game was a perfect one for him to be able to settle into the Brighton development way and how it all works, because it's a cup game and there's not too much significance on it whether we won or not. So it's a good first game for Dennis Undav to have, because the pressure wouldn't be as much as if his first game was a Premier League game. But I think it's good that but I would like to have seen him have some sort of cameo appearance at Leeds, because I think that he would have done well. And he needs to be introduced to the Premier League at one point or another, and whether that be the Leeds game, the next game, whenever it should be. Hopefully it's coming soon. But sometimes players do take a little while to step down, don't they? It's like what I said before, culture, country, all that sort of thing. It takes some time for a player to
Epics! Oh my lord! Epics Pixel has just donated 79p in the super chat. What a legend. Wow, Epics. We really appreciate that, buddy. That is amazing. Thank you so much for the 79p. Wow. Thank you so much, my friend. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. We also got Banana in here saying, hello, Luke. Good to see you. Any other clubs interested in one of our players? Well, we had Casado possibly being interested by Manchester United, but I don't think that's going to be a thing, to be honest, is there? Don't think that's going to be a thing anymore, really. Do you know what? I think it could be the time to get Garrick on, who has been waiting very patiently. So we will get some people on now. Guys, if you want to join this live stream and talk some good Brighton football, some good Potter ball, then go onto my Instagram, go onto my story. There is a link on it. Click that link and you will be joined into this live stream. So anyway, Garrick, good to see you, my friends. Hello, Garrick. Good to see you back on the channel once again. You're normally on the vlogs. We give you a little interview. First of all, Leeds game. How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, what can we say? A win's a win. Fourth in the league.
Yeah.
Can't really get much better than that.
Loving Potter ball. What can I say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Garrick, just quickly, I know you have a YouTube channel. Do you want to shout your YouTube channel out real quick to everyone?
Yeah, so it's GV Henty. So,
what sort of stuff do you do on your channel so people know?
So I do sort of general football. I do quite a bit around Brighton. I've got a new video coming out sort of half an hour time. at 6 o'clock, new video about Brighton possibly being in the Conference League next season.
Hey, we love that. We love that. Do you think, Garrick, that we could possibly get conference?
I think we could do it, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think there's definitely a chance there. Our performances have been good.
Yeah,
I mean, beating West Ham, potential Europa League contenders, and Man United, that's a decent start. But I think it all depends on when we play, the big guns, Man City, Liverpool, etc.
Yeah, no, I agree. Day One Brighton fan says, Luke, are you going to the game tomorrow? I'm not going to the game tomorrow, but actually that comes onto my thing right here. I will be doing the first Brighton watch-along on streaming on my channel this season. It's going to be insane. It's going to be really fun. So be here tomorrow because it will be a big game. What striker, though, says Riley? Exactly, though. That's the thing. Like, what striker could we possibly get? What do you boys think of Ivan Toney? Danny Ings, maybe that sort of striker. What do you think about them? Actually, Garrick, this is a good question. Do you think we need a striker right now, or do you think we're all right?
I think the strikers we've got, if you're looking at the players we've got some good players that I think can score goals, but we do need a bit more depth. We lose one of those players and we're left with one striker and we're on thin line. So I think we do need a bit more depth in that area.
Yeah,
but I think the players we got are decent.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, my gosh. Epic Pixel. Oh, my gosh. Going with the £1.79 donation. Jeez Louise. How do we get mods? You have to basically be in the streams and you'll be recognized and scouted by the other moderators. And they'll come and tell me, look, I think this guy should be moderator. But anyway, Epic Pixel. Well, Epic's Pixel. That is amazing. We really appreciate that. That is amazing. And big thanks. I don't know what to say. Speechless. So Garrick, do you think Neil Maupay, big hits on the sides? Maybe it could have been a good super sub for us. Or do you think it was right he went anyway? What are your thoughts on that?
I think Maupay himself would have wanted to go. I think his game time would have been lacking quite a bit this season now with Undav coming in. And Welbeck now seems to be first choice, so I see why he went.
Yeah,
but we do lose a bit of depth. I think if we don't get a replacement in, then we're going to have a bit of a problem. But if we do, then I don't feel missing much if we do get someone in.
No, I do agree.
Who would you like to see us get in place of Neil Maupay? Then Garrick, if we were to get a replacement by Thursday when the window closes.
It's hard to pick a name, really. I'm not really sure who we're linked with, so I don't really know.
Yeah. Day One Brighton fan says Welbeck is good, just needs pace. Now I agree with that. Actually, I do agree. I do feel that obviously Welbeck back in the day used to be extremely pacey, but now it's not. I do actually think we lack that. When's the last time, chat? When is the last time we actually had that massive pacey striker that just used to run through defenders? Like when was that? I guess you could say Esquerdo was the closest sort of attacking winger we got really to being extremely quick. But we had Murray back in the day. He was never quick. He was always that poacher, slow sort of goal scorer. Can anyone else think of Garrick, Harry? Can you think of any top pacey striker that we've ever had? I don't think we ever really have had one, have we?
Well, Knockout maybe, because he was a winger, wasn't he?
Yeah, ish. But I don't find him a pace merchant.
No.
Again, it's weird. If we had Danny Welbeck back in these prime days, I reckon that would have been
I saw earlier, actually, when I turned on the TV, it was Sky Sports, and they were talking about Danny Welbeck. And they were saying that they reckon that he's probably in his best stage of his career, and he's the fittest that he's been since his Manchester United days at the moment. He's really up to football. And every time that Danny Welbeck is playing well, apparently they said that the Brighton team does gel really well.
Yeah.
I do totally agree with that, because I think if we have a striker that's on form, then the whole team will respond around that. But going on to my next point, actually, Garrick, is another question. What did you make of Purvis Estepinion's home debut?
Yeah.
He wasn't too bad, but I did notice he made a few mistakes. He almost cost us a goal, actually, at some point. I remember at some point it went right across
You're not
goal.
wrong.
Yeah, he did make quite a few mistakes. I mean, it's going to take time for him to adapt, so can't really judge on one game. But overall, he was all right, but he just needs to cut out the mistakes.
Yeah, no, I actually do agree with that. As I said, I think he was extremely good in the first half. He didn't really make any mistakes at all. But in the second half, he was, yeah, he had a few mistakes. But first home game, first debut. It was his first full game as well, I believe. I believe he came on in the West Ham game. He wasn't started. So I think it was a pretty good overall performance out of it. Fly Plays, good to see you in the chat. Murray was not very fast. No, he wasn't very fast at all. And I think it's a shame, really. I would love to have that one striker like who's that? Is it Alexander Isaac, who has gone to Newcastle? That guy looks immense. A new striker for Newcastle, if you don't know, guys. He is extremely pacey. He's 6'3" or 4. He bangs in goals outside the box, inside the box. He can header, he can run, he can shoot. He's going to be something very, very special. I think they've gotten an absolute steal there. What do you think about Ivan Toney? Do you think that sort of player, that kind of player, would be good for us? He's still pretty pacey, still pretty mobile, still pretty tall. We can get headers in. Do you think that sort of area we could go for is the sort of area of Ivan Toney, boys?
Yeah, I think that could work. I think that is something we lack as a team. Now we do quite a lot of long balls here and there. I think we do need a fast-paced striker that's going to catch them. But with Welbeck and Undav, it doesn't seem like we have that yet. So if we had someone to say like Toney, or we had an equivalent of Isak, then it would work. But yeah, that's where you come from.
What is going on here? Epic's going for another donation. Another £1.70. What's it with the £1.79? Is that like some secret coding? I don't even know. I've been watching you, but keep changing my name, bro. You keep donating, bro. You just keep going. It's like a donation train by yourself. It's absolutely nutty. Epex, Pixel. Really appreciate it. Honestly, buddy, that means a hell of a lot. You're going absolutely crazy in the chat. You're running this chat right now. You're absolutely running it. You keep putting me off talking about Brighton. You keep distracting me. It's absolutely crazy. This is actually one I wanted to go on to actually and talk about. Tariq Lamptey. He's been missing, really, hasn't he, for so long? And it's kind of crazy because I've forgotten about Tariq Lamptey most of the time. Yeah. Do you think that Tariq Lamptey should be starting, boys? Starting with you, Harry. Do you think Tariq Lamptey should be starting, or do you think he's not as good anymore? Have you not seen enough from him yet? Like, what's your thoughts all round about Tariq? Like, where do you think he is? A super sub now?
Definitely got a place in the squad in the starting 11, I would say. Okay. He did an immense piece of skill on Saturday on one of the two of the Leeds players, I should say. Actually, I think he padded them, but I wasn't sure because I didn't really see it. But him and Pervis Estepinian down on each side, I think they could cause real problems for defences. But no, Tariq Lamptey's a great player, very, very classy on his day. I do really like him, and I definitely think that he's got a young head on his shoulders, but he's got plenty of time to mature. But he's definitely a good player, and he definitely has a place in our starting 11.
Yeah, okay. Garrick, what do you think of Tariq Lamptey these days?
I don't know. I don't know who we could replace for Lamptey. In the first page, you think, but I just think, who do we take out? Veltman is on the top of his game. He's so underrated as a player. But then you got Solly March, who I think generally puts in a very good shift. Okay, his finishing's not so good, but if we're looking at as a right back or left back, that's not really what you're there for. No. So I don't see where we could put him in.
That's what I mean. And that was sort of I don't really know. I'm just going to put him, if I was to say quickly now, I would just put him as a super sub, really. It's a very good pace merchant to bring on, really, to finish the game off, maybe bring a bit of pace at the end of the game. But as I say, it's very difficult for Tariq Lamptey to get in this solid Potter side. It's just so strong at the moment, and things are working too good at the moment where you don't really want to be messing too much around with it. I think Potter's got a very good squad at the moment. I think Veltman is unbelievable. He's such a class player. Especially, he was in Ajax, and when he came here, he was brilliant, and he scored 2 goals for us, to be fair, for a right back. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's hard to put Tariq Lamptey in a team that's so strong at the moment, I feel. Isaac doesn't score a lot, but he's a very good player. Yeah, honestly, he's going to be monstrous. Do you think Undav will start throughout this season? If so, how much of an impact can he create? Boys, Harry, want to start off with that one? Undav?
Yeah, I think he's going to have a real impact if he can get there, because I think he's that sort of player that we've been lacking. He's quite big and he's quite bulky. I think he's like Neil Maupay, but he's he's more of a bulky version. And I've compared Undav a lot to Mitrovic, and I stand by that because I think he's quite like him.
Yeah.
He's a good player, and I think he can hold up the ball and then bring other players into play when we're going further up the pitch. And then he could be the one that could hold up the ball and then be able to score from that. But no, I think that he will start throughout this season, and I have a lot of hope for him this season. I'm very, very optimistic. Yeah. He will get quite a few starts as the season goes on, and he settles into the club a little bit more.
I just think he needs a bit more game time, and I was a bit disappointed, really, because I was like, I wish I could go and talk to Potter in that Leeds game, because like the last 10 minutes, I was like, Welbeck is absolutely flat at the end of that game. He was so tired. He played a great shift all game, and I thought, just bring on Undav. Let him have 10 minutes of play. Just see what he can do. Fresh legs. He has got that build. He's going to be... I do think he is very similar in the middle between Mitrovic and Neil Maupay. He's more physical than Neil Maupay. I don't think he's at the same class as Mitrovic right now. He's on fire, but certainly think he is very class. Garrick, what do you think of Dennis Undav? What do you think? If you were Graham Potter, would you be starting a little bit more, or would you keep it the same as what Potter's doing right now?
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't really seen much of Undav, but Welbeck, we were saying about Welbeck being on the top of his form, so it's like, do we have to play two up front to play Undav, or do we just take out Welbeck completely? I think those are one of the options we have if we want to put Undav in. Obviously, the other thing is a super sub. Maybe that's a solution. But yeah, he should be getting a bit more game time, especially off the bench.
Yeah. No, I do agree. Do you think we couldn't just sneak him in? Maybe have Welbeck and Dennis Undav as two strikers. Maybe Trossard on the left and Solly March on the right, or whoever on the right. Maybe could we go for two strikers? Do you think that could work? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, we can't just add an extra player on the field. We got to replace someone.
Yeah. I guess, who would you replace if you had to put Undav in with Welbeck? Who would you replace? That's the problem.
I mean, knowing us, we'd probably have to move to some sort of a 5-3-2. So I guess it would have to be Trossard.
Yeah. I agree. Maybe Solly March out and replace Solly March with Gross on. He has played on the wing a few times, I believe. I know he's not got the pace for it really, but I don't know. I definitely wouldn't drop Gross anyway at the moment. But yeah, Memphis Depay, since he wants to leave Barcelona. If we got Memphis Depay, I would be jumping up and down because that guy knows ball, mate. That guy knows how to play football. Memphis Depay, maybe, boys. Would you like him? Would you not like him?
I think he'd be a great signing. But I think it would be more optimistic, and I think he'd probably rather be at Barcelona than Brighton. But I would never have seen, for example, today I would never have seen Renan Lodi going to Nottingham Forest. So nothing. So no, it's pretty much like, I think that'd be like FIFA. That can be pretty much comparable if Memphis Depay came to Brighton. It'd be a bit comparable to FIFA career mode.
No, definitely, I agree. Let's just whack through a few of these comments and catch up with everyone on what they're saying quickly. So Steele says, any more away days this season, Luke? Yeah, I'm not going to Fulham tomorrow, and I couldn't get to Bournemouth. I tried, I couldn't get there. I didn't have quite enough points, and they went like that. But I will be going to Liverpool. Already got it booked in. I believe, Harry, are you going to Liverpool?
I'm going to.
You are, aren't you? Yeah. Garrick, are you going to any away days? Any Bournemouth?
Doing Fulham tomorrow, and I'm hoping that one pops up for Bournemouth. If someone puts it back on resale, I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, you're going to Fulham. That's class, mate. That'll be a good one. Hopefully, that'll be a good one. Not too far.
And then on Friday, the tickets for I think it might be early this week as well. The tickets for Brentford go on sale on Friday, so I think I'm going to try and get some tickets for that game as well.
I want to go Brentford. I want to try and get Brentford. Definitely.
Friday night game, I think.
That puts me off.
Yeah. No, definitely, 100%. Brighton would still end up getting 50 mil for Lamptey. I still think he's a very good player. No, don't get me wrong. I think he's one of the quickest we've got in our team. Oh no, your camera's gone back there, Garrick. You're all good, mate. You're all good. Let's see here. Gabe, thoughts on Trossard in the World Cup? Oh, he'd be good in the World Cup, I believe. He was good in the oh my god, what was it? The friendlies, the Nations League. He was very good in there. Scored an absolute banger. I can't donate. Don't worry. You've donated enough, my friend. You've donated 3 times. You've done amazing. I really appreciate it. Listen, I really, really do. That absolutely means a lot, my friend. Casado the GOAT. Yeah, Casado the GOAT, indeed. I can't donate because my mum said stop. Yeah, don't. If your mum is saying to stop, please stop.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Buy yourself some sweets or something, buddy. Buy yourself some sweets or something. Bernard says Spurs is dominating. You should have seen the mate. I did. I watched the whole Nottingham Forest and Tottenham game. I watched it. It was good. It was so good. The atmosphere was incredible on the pitch. Invaded. Yeah, it was a mad game. That one. It was a mad game. I did watch it. Lamptey is unstoppable. I haven't seen too much from Lamptey this season. I'd like to see a little bit more on super sub. You know, him come on as a super sub and then see really how good he is and if he's lost any ability since he had the injury. Casado is most underrated midfielder in the Prem. There's a lot of midfielders in the Prem, so I'll put him up there. I'll put him up there for sure after the gamer. I do enjoy watching Brighton in the Premier League, a brilliant brand of football led by Graham Potter, who is a fantastic manager. You have really ignited Welbeck's career, which is great to see too. Yeah, we've done well with Welbeck for sure. We've definitely made him a happy man again and playing some great football for sure. Yeah, no, Brighton are doing so well at the moment. I appreciate that message there, Huddersfield Town fan. TV, probably a YouTuber there. Big up Huddersfield. Do you guys think the likes of Matoma and Undav will start against Fulham due to the fact the Fulham game is tomorrow? What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think he will get the chance to be able to start because I think there's 3 games within a week, isn't there? So Potter's going to have to utilise the squad quite a lot and change it around with all the games within quite a short space of time. But no, I would like to see Matoma and Undav start against Fulham tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Garrick, on that?
Well, we're going to have to rotate as... Obviously, it's a midweek game. I think this could be a chance for Lamptey. I heard about Veltman might have a little bit of a knock, so I guess we're going to drop him for just this game, and I guess that could make way for Lamptey potentially. Undav and Matoma, yeah, potentially maybe we'll put in Undav for a game instead of Welbeck. I don't know. I don't know about Matoma. He's looked good when we've watched him, obviously at home games, but it's just how much we're going to rotate, I think.
No, I do agree with that. I do agree. Jacob said, hi, Luke, I'll join soon. No worries, buddy. No worries. That would be good if you join. That would be good. The pay has too high wages. The pay wages are 200K. Blimey, no shot are we getting in then. No shot indeed. Great to see more Brighton content on LAN. Yes, Tim. Love it. Course, always bringing the Brighton content out for you guys. Depay will have 2 high wages. Yes. There are so many comments. You guys are going crazy in the comments. I'm trying to keep up. If I've missed some, just rewrite it again and hopefully I'll get to it. Harry Maguire is the GOAT. I'm not so sure about that one. Not so sure. Guys, how do I get points for away games? Anyone want to explain?
Don't you just...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Garrick, you go.
Well, isn't it just... a lot of the time you need a season ticket in the first place, right? And then you just go to the games that you're allowed to, really. That gets to your tier, and then you just keep adding up from there, basically.
Yeah, so basically you just, you have to try, I guess you sort of have to be a member / season ticket holder to, hopefully you can try and get a away ticket. And if you do get an away ticket and you go to the away game, then as soon as you beep your tickets to go into the stadium, those points will automatically go on your card or something, or like your thing, I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you, but you'll get points for it if you actually get into a away game and you get tickets for it, basically. Andrew, hi Luke, Brighton are in the best position right now. We have a very tricky game tomorrow, but I think we will be okay, says Andrew. I think we will as well, Andrew, to be quite honest with you. I hope we will. Mitrovic is on fire, so if we could just get maybe someone to snap his ankle before going on the pitch, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Hopefully it's looking like Undav will do that.
Yeah, honestly, bring Undav on. He'll just headbutt him or something. You guys know the Brighton unbeaten record. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, we're catching up with comments, and then we'll get Matt on because Matt is waiting to get on very patiently. I'm just trying to catch up with all of them. Guys, how do we get points for what I just said that? My phone is playing up. Won't be able to join, unfortunately. No worries, Bruno. You are in Spain at the moment anyway, so it's all good, mate. Enjoy your holiday and don't worry. How do you guys feel about the EFL Cup draw? Boys, we've got Arsenal in the next game for the EFL Cup draw. Arsenal, what are we saying? Away? Emirates Stadium? Are we going, first of all? How are you going?
I'm going to try and get some tickets for that one, and drive up with my mate to go and watch it, and hopefully, it should be quite a good game because it'll be my first ever time going to the Emirates. Really, really good atmosphere since the good times have returned to there with the position that Arsenal are in at the moment. But no, it's a very, very tough draw. But at the end of the day, I think Brighton will be up for it because they've beaten Arsenal before, and I'm sure that they can do it again. But no, what are your thoughts on that, Garrick?
Tough draw. I think. I mean, most likely we are going to lose it, although our form against Arsenal is obviously very, very good. But, what we do usually in the Carabao Cup is we play sort of our youth team or whatever. So
B team.
Yeah, B team. Yeah, it's what we do, really. I sort of wish we did take it a bit more seriously, get a cup run one year.
Yeah, well, we had Man City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, didn't we? Yeah, FA. We had a good one on that one. I mean, could it be a good chance for Undav to start a whole game against a top side like Arsenal? See what he's made of, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah,
could be. I'm just going to whack through these comments and then get Matt on because he's been waiting for a while. What's your thoughts on the? Wait, sorry, what? Click. What? I think Brighton.
Cifuentes.
Yeah, who's that? I don't. Oh, is that MLS player, the Ecuador?
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen nothing about him. I don't honestly know anything about him.
I've seen a lot about him.
I don't know.
Don't know.
If we sign him, we're sort of becoming Ecuador FC.
Yeah, we are. Honestly, yeah.
I said the same thing about Wolves actually, because Wolves have got an all Portuguese team. I think Brighton might become all Ecuadorian.
Yeah. Luke, how do I get on and chat with you all? Andrew, you need to get my Instagram. It's in the description. You'll see my Instagram in the description of this live stream. You go on my Instagram, go on my story, and there is a link on my story there to join. Right, so let's get on Matt then. Let's get all four of us in here. Matthew Bond, good to see you, my friend. What am I doing here? Matthew, did you see the Leeds game, Brighton versus Leeds game?
No, I watched your vlog though, and I think that Gross has done great for Albion, considering that we've lost Cucurella at the start of the season. Welbeck, also the fact that Neil Maupay might be leaving now as well.
He's gone. Everton. He's gone to Everton.
I also agree with what you said earlier that we probably do need some more strikers. And that's going to help the team out and hopefully get some more points and more goals.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with that. So what do you think overall on how Brighton are playing at the moment? Are you happy with how Graham Potter is, the side that he's bringing out? Do you think that we should be playing possibly Undav a little bit more as some of the players on the bench, Undav and other players maybe like Mwepu or other players like that? Do you think we should be getting some more super subs going a bit more, or do you think that you're quite happy with how things are going right now?
Well, I think if we got more subs on, obviously if some of the players are struggling at the minute and they're playing for most of the game, then the whole point in a sub is obviously for them to replace them and making sure that they're playing at their best performance. So I think if we put on some more subs, then hopefully that can help the team out a little bit more as well.
Yeah. Just thoughts. We're playing Fulham tomorrow away. What are your score predictions on it? And are you going or watching it on the TV? It's on BT.
I'm going to predict 2-0.
2-0 to Brighton, yeah?
Yeah.
Risky. Love that. Actually, Harry and Garrick, what do you think? Score predictions for tomorrow.
I'm going to go for something's going to tell me. I'm going to go a bit different to what everyone else is saying. I'm going to go for a 1-1 I don't know why I think that, but I just think it'll be 1-1. Just something just tells me that it might be. I think we might be a bit overconfident from the Leeds game, from where we won then, and then I think that we might slip up slightly and draw 1-1. But I'm hoping that we can get that win. But no, I reckon for us it'll be. I reckon Danny Welbeck will score for us, and then I think for Fulham I think it'll be Mitrovic. But no, who do you think the goal scorers will be, Matt, for the 2-0 that you predicted?
Goal scorers, Matt, for the 2-0 that you predicted for tomorrow's game?
I'm not even sure who's going to score.
Obviously got Welbeck. Undav could possibly get on for that match. You know, Gross scored on the Leeds game when we won yesterday.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully one of them scores. But what are your score predictions?
Anyone who scores, yeah. Go on, Garrick. What's your score predictions, mate? Goal scorers.
I think it's going to be a close game. I'm saying 1-0 win. I think I need to be positive for once, because I think every game this season I predicted we either lose or we draw. I'm that negative guy. I need to be positive for once.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew's gone there. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm always, to be fair though, I've always said in my vlogs, you know, 1-1, and I said it in the West Ham game, draw, and I say loss here, draw there, and it seems to be working. So maybe because we're not a confident side, we just, you know, I don't know, maybe because we're non-selfish and non-confident fans as Brighton fans at the moment it seems to be, because everyone keeps saying draw and loss. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that we're actually getting the luck, and somehow we're getting these wins because we keep saying we're going to draw. So they keep giving us a win. I don't know. Just keep up with the draws and the losses, basically, on your score predictions. It seems to be working. At LiNX Football, despite the loss of Cucurella and possible of Neil Maupay, Brighton are doing great. Yeah, we are. We are doing so well. And I don't want to jinx it. I'm touching woods because, you know, we've lost Cucurella, we've lost Maupay, we've lost Basuma. We're still doing fine. We're still getting points. And it is been our 4th game against Leeds, and it's been our 3rd win. Insane. And 1 draw. Insane. Yeah, guys, put your score predictions in the chat for the Fulham game tomorrow. What are you guys thinking? Let's see what you guys are thinking. Sorry, I had to go, says Matthew. No worries. There's so many. 2-0 Fulham, says Blake. I got mentioned. Thanks, Matt. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Luke, when is your next stream and what is it about? I'll try and get on. Tomorrow is the next stream. It will be Fulham against Brighton. I'll be doing a watch along of it, guys. So there won't be any vlog, but there will be an awesome watch along. So it'll be really good fun tomorrow. It'll be good. It'll be really good. Is this the best Brighton start ever? Yeah. We did really well actually last season, didn't we, boys? Last season we did well at the start. We got some good results.
Yeah, we beat Watford last season at the start, and then we beat Burnley for the first game. I think after that we might have had we beat less. I don't remember. I think we've got 6 points out of 9 or something like that. So it was a good start, but I think this one might be slightly better than last season.
Yeah, definitely agree there. Absolutely agree. 2-1 Brighton, Mwepu in first half. Gross and Matoma second. Love that. Bruno says 2-0 Brighton. We have Andrew. Yes, Andrew. Let's get Andrew on. We love Andrew. Andrew, you're at the game. We had an interview with you in the Leeds one. How you feeling, buddy? How you feeling after that win? You were right, actually. Andrew, you were right. You said 1-0 and you got it. Bang on. Amazing.
Right. That just says everything, doesn't it? To be honest with you, yeah, I'm not really surprised, to be honest. You know, Gross yet again does it again for us, but yeah, I'm not really surprised. So yeah, really, really happy from that point of view. But I think tomorrow's game is going to be incredibly difficult because obviously Fulham are going really, really well, and they got Mitrovic. He's a class. If we can keep him at bay, then well. You know, who knows? But I do think that we've got enough to contain him. It's just whether or not we can keep it.
Yeah.
And the defence side of it, you know, if we can keep that tight, I don't actually think we're going to have too much of a problem. Unfortunately, I can't get to the games. I can't get tickets for it, but like a lot of people. So
yeah, that's a shame. Yeah.
You know, we just got to kind of see how it goes. And then on Saturday for the home game against Leicester, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be there for that one. I was going to say,
Oh.
when's the sort of next game? Would it be obviously the Leicester game? Do you go to many away games? Are you going to be trying to get? Are you going to Bournemouth?
If I could have got tickets for it, and if I was
Okay.
free due to work commitments, yes, I probably would have done. But it's mainly the home games I try and get to as often as I can. But yeah, I've just got to. So yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of the replacement Estepanian, the new Ecuadorian left back? How do you think he played in the Leeds game? Do you like him? Do you think he is as good as Cucurella? What are your thoughts all round on him at the moment and for his debut game against Leeds?
Do you know something? I actually thought he was really good.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think he had an awful lot of. He was getting down. He was, the work rate he's put in was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting the tackles in, getting into position where he should be, and actually being able to take the ball on.
Yeah.
He's not far short of Cucurella,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I threw some stats up earlier. I had them here, and by Brighton's recruitment team, it was quite clever because he's apparently the most statistically similar player in all of Europe's top 5 leagues last season to Cucurella. So it's all very, very clever there. But no, because I had the stats, but generally he looks a really, really good player, and I think that
good replacement.
He was a good replacement. He's definitely not afraid to put his body on the line if we need him.
Good bit of business, isn't he? Really, getting rid of Cucurella for 62 and buying this guy, I believe, roughly 15 to 20, isn't it? 17, maybe. I can't remember how much we bought spending for.
I was quite shocked that Cucurella went for that amount of money, to be honest, considering his valuation. The club wanted 50 million for him. To get the extra. To get the extra 10 million for him, that was a bit of some good work there by the club, to be honest.
No, I agree. No, honestly, unbelievable to get that sort of money. And I think, we bought him for 15. We're selling him for 62. It could happen exactly the same. As you say, Andrew, he could possibly be as good as Cucurella in a couple of games. He gets a little bit more used to our club and how we work and how we play football in England. And he could be possibly going for 50, 60 million to one of the bigger clubs in, a year's time, 2 years' time. So, it's amazing. It's a good bit of business. A year we had Cucurella for a year and we sold him for 62 and bought him for 15. It's absolutely incredible. What's your score predictions, Andrew? You got the Leeds one right. We want your score predictions for the Fulham.
Probably means it'll be right again.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's that score prediction, like I said on Saturday, Luke, I don't normally do them, but after getting that 1-0 win, which I do believe we could have actually had a few more out of that, to be perfectly honest. With the amount of misses that we were doing, with Webster missing on that, I'd like to think that we could go for another 1-0, but I'm keeping it. I'm going to keep it open, to be honest.
Keeping it open, but we like the 1-0. We like the 1-0. Goal scorer for that 1-0, for that one goal. Ooh. Pascal, maybe?
Ooh. Well, yeah, it could be. The way he's playing at the moment, I do think he's going to be
serious.
Not far short of being his goal scoring rate. It seems to be full on at the moment, and he doesn't take any. He likes to get in there. He likes to be able to get in position when it's necessary. And, it'll be interesting to see how they all play tomorrow. But Graham, I think he's got them well balanced. And I think, having a full following like we're having, 3. I don't know what the allocation was for tomorrow, but it must be 3,000 plus. Must be, but I don't know what, because each side is complete. Each team's different when you're away anyway. It's a bit like Bournemouth. I think they only have about 1,500 allowed in there as an away team. I'm not whether that's right or wrong. I don't know.
Roughly.
So, but having the following behind them, I think we seem to be a bit of a rowdy lot, which is really, really good. So
we've come better. We've definitely gotten better as the years have gone on, and we started getting higher in the table and everything. But we always seem to play better away. Do you not agree? Do you agree? Do you not agree?
I think our away performances have been incredible.
Yeah,
we seem to go to London, and we seem to be able to pull off a win.
Yeah,
and yet we come back to the Amex, and we seem to kind of not struggle, but we seem to have trouble finding the net, or we're not actually taking our chances as well as we should be.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Might be something to do with the pressure of the home crowd. I think I don't know, but I think they should probably have dealt with that in about the 5 years that are in the Prem. But I think London's a real hotspot for us, getting back-to-back wins in North London last season.
Yeah.
We have a very, very good record in London, but no. Also, Andrew, what do you think of the EFL Cup draw away to Arsenal that was made earlier this week?
It's another one of those tough games, isn't it? Because Arsenal at the moment they're playing really, really well. I know a lot of the Premier League clubs like ourselves, we don't put out a full, it's what they used to call the B team, but we still have got a lot of talent in that. But in the other team, he tends to put out. But to be honest, whatever happens with that, if we get through it, we get through it. Would love a cup run. It would be brilliant for the club to be able to do that. But you've got to take it on face value that Arsenal are doing so well at the moment. We're up there with them, but they might just have a little bit more than what we have. But we've just got to wait and see until that happens to see how we play on the day.
Yeah,
so,
agreed.
It'd be interesting.
It will. Definitely will be interesting. But listen, guys, we're obviously trying to keep these live streams to just under an hour, and we have kind of come to the time. Andrew, Garrick, it's been amazing. Hopefully, we'll have you on again. We will be doing a preview, a talk, a chat, a match chat for the Fulham game. If you want to come on again, boys, that'll be amazing. We probably will be doing it, Harry, would you say maybe Wednesday-ish?
Wednesday, yeah.
We'll get back to you with it. But listen, Andrew, Garrick, thank you for coming on.
No problem, mate.
No problem. Yeah.
Up the Albion. Hopefully we do well in Fulham. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Bring it on, you Seagulls.
Yes, come on.
Do it.
Right.
Do it.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Right, so Harry, it is come to this point. People in the stream, it's come to this point. People in the chat, it's come to this point. We are going to be ending today's stream. Now, obviously, guys, what a start we've had in the Premier League for Brighton Hove Albion. Harry, last thoughts, score predictions. I can't remember if you did it or not for Fulham, but say it again anyways. Goal scorers.
I said 1-1 goal score prediction, but I might change that to a 2-1. I'm not sure yet, but to Brighton. But I think I'll change it to a 2-1 actually. I think 2-1 Brighton. I think Mwepu and Welbeck, and then for Fulham Mitrovic, I reckon. But no, final thoughts on it. I think great performance against Leeds. Onwards and upwards, really. Hopefully we can bring home a good result against Fulham. It's always a good atmosphere up at the Cottage. They always get behind them. There's a new stand being built, I believe, one end of the ground. I think in the lower tier at the moment. So I think that'll generate more of a noise having that, even though there's not fans in the upper tier yet, but there is in the lower tier. But the Cottage is always a cracking atmosphere, and it's a little bit one of those. It's always one of those stadiums, a little bit like Bournemouth. It's quite compact, and then all the fans are on you, and then they get behind the team. It's quite a special atmosphere for Fulham. But no, let's hope the team can bring home the 3 points. Then
Yeah, agreed. I'm actually going to go with you on that 2-1, but I'm going to go with different goal scorers. I'm going to go with Leandro Trossard, and I'm going to go with Gross again. I think Gross is going to do it again, and I think Trossard's going to do it again. Actually, do you know what? No, I'm going to go with Welbeck, and I'm going to go with Gross. Welbeck and Gross on that one. I think Welbeck deserves a goal. He's been playing really, really well recently. Listen, guys, I will see you tomorrow with the big Brighton versus Fulham match live here on my channel, live coverage. It's going to be incredible. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. Co-host Harry, great to have you on as always. Guys, it's been me and Harry. See you very, very soon in the next one. See you later.
In the next one, guys.
It's been your boy, Luke Needs Football. I'll see you, football fanatics, in the next one.